Trump's threat to blockade Hormuz. Why it's the latest major escalation. Tensions in the Middle East have surged once again after Donald Trump raised the possibility of a U.S.-led blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, a move that analysts warn could have far-reaching global consequences. A strategic chokepoint. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the most critical routes in the world, connecting the Persian Gulf to international waters. Roughly a fifth of global oil shipments pass through this narrow corridor, making it a vital artery for the global economy. Any attempt to restrict or control access to the strait would immediately disrupt energy markets, sending oil prices soaring and rattling economies far beyond the region. Why the threat matters. Trump's remarks are being viewed as a major escalation because a blockade would be seen not just as a diplomatic move, but as a direct military and economic confrontation, particularly with Iran, which borders the strait and has long asserted its influence over the waterway. Iran has repeatedly warned that any attempt to shut down or control the strait would be met with retaliation, raising fears of a broader regional conflict. Economic shockwaves. The potential fallout extends well beyond geopolitics. Energy analysts say even the suggestion of a blockade could destabilize oil markets, with immediate impacts on fuel prices, inflation, and global trade. Countries heavily dependent on Gulf oil exports, including major economies in Asia and Europe, would be particularly vulnerable to supply disruptions. Military and diplomatic risks. A blockade of the Strait of Hormuz would require a sustained naval presence and could quickly escalate into open conflict. Experts warn that even limited skirmishes in such a tightly constrained and heavily trafficked waterway could spiral into a wider confrontation. Diplomatically, the move could strain relations with allies who favor de-escalation, while also drawing in other global powers with strategic interests in the region. A pattern of escalation. Trump's latest comments fit into a broader pattern of hardline rhetoric and pressure tactics aimed at Iran. While supporters argue that such moves are designed to project strength and deter adversaries, critics warn they increase the risk of miscalculation. What comes next? For now, the threat remains hypothetical. However, in a region already marked by volatility, even rhetorical escalations can carry real consequences. As global leaders watch closely, the focus will be on whether tensions cool through diplomacy or continue to intensify around one of the world's most strategically important waterways.